you do with your cardio?
I found I actually have the cardio to do a 10K. I ran almost 6 miles. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Nah, he took that bad hit.
What episode is this?
61.
61! 61!
What is this about?
I don't know.
Dreams.
Oh.
Dreams?
But not just dreams, like, because I've been having some weird
You mean
dreams,
like
at nighttime
like
sometimes.
sleepy time dreams?
No, not those dreams.
You mean aspirations and shit?
Aspirations.
So what do you mean by that? You gotta specify.
What we wanted to be as kids, and what we wanted to be as teenagers, and then if we have time, we want to be.
Alright, you go
Alright,
first.
guess what?
Adults.
Yeah.
As kids, I mean, as far as I can remember, I wanted to be an artist, comic strip artist.
Comic strip art, like a drawer?
Drawer.
Okay.
I would make little comic strips.
Like a newspaper?
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Because my dad would give me the Sunday funnies, and so I would read those.
Did you have a favorite Sunday funny?
Yeah, it was Calvin and Hobbes, but that one was canceled already by then, so he would buy me the books. Yeah. But,
Shout out to Family Circus.
Family Circus is cool. Garfield is cool. Dilbert was cool. You know, I didn't know he's
Yeah, Dilbert was kind of like adult, like The Office kind of humor.
Right.
You know, it wasn't until you were really old. It was funny when you were young, but you
Right.
really get it when you're older.
Right. I'm trying to remember the other. What was the one? Man, it's a shame that I can't remember them. But there was one that was like a medieval times one, but it was like funny. And then they would have a serious one too. It's pretty crazy.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so anyhow, you want to be an artist?
Yeah.
Like a comic strip artist?
Comic strip artist, cartoonist, just some kind of artist. I used to draw this like big ass dragon head. It would take up the whole sheet of paper, and it was like the mouth, and I would draw these teeth and shit. It was kind of dark. I think probably because of my trauma, but I would express it on there because then I'll put blood and shit.
You
But
might any chance to have that stuff?
I don't think so.
And
It could be interesting though. I
Yeah.
could ask my mom and my dad. They might.
interesting.
Yeah.
What was your childhood dream, Romo?
Man. Honestly, I had a very simple one. I really just wanted to be a cop. To either do something in helping other people. I always found joy and pride of just helping people. You know, even if it was just advice or just talking to them, listening to them. But ultimately, I used to love watching a lot of the investigation discovery stuff as a kid, and a lot of the investigation shows. I also loved history as well. Early on, loved watching military history. Like my cousins and them would fall asleep. I would sit there with my uncle, and we would just be watching old military channel stuff, watching old World War II things. You know.
So you just want to be a soldier?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. I thought about joining the Marines because I was of my uncle, because he's a former Marine.
And two of my uncles are Marines too.
And,
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
and
Simple
so
five.
I had that thought in my head too. And of course, I got out of shape early on in my childhood, so that really wasn't a goal. But I knew in some way, shape, or form as a child, I wanted to
Help people.
Yeah, and I just wanted to either be an investigator or a cop of some sort, or go to the Marines, or do both. You know, go to the Marines for a little while and then go do that. It's kind of where my mind was going. The crazy thing is, never really had a thought of being a historian. Never really passed through my head at that point. But I knew it. I knew I loved history.
So you said cop, soldier, but also, from what it sounds like, you would also be a detective. You want to be a detective. What made you want to do that? Like, was it mysteries?
It's just the shows. Yeah, it was the mysteries and the shows and stuff that I would watch. And then,
Is there any that stand out to you that you're like, oh shit, I want to do that? Those are like heroes, right? Those are like modern day heroes.
Yeah. We're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When you grow up, you're supposed to be able to listen to people for like, you know,
Right.
for
Like besides like comic book heroes, those are like
real life heroes. Yeah.
Another reason that I guess as a kid I wanted to be a cop is because I wanted to find a way to help my own brother because of his own drug addiction or whatever. And growing up seeing that, you know, it was kind of, you know, you wanted to do anything you could to help him. You know, help him, and I thought maybe being that and taking some of these people off the streets would help him out and stop this kind of drug flow from going. Yeah, I was a child at this point, but I understood what was going on with my brother. You know, I knew what the deal was, and I thought if I can just grow up, I can try to stop these people. You know, I can at least be on the front lines to stop this flow from coming in, because I don't want to see another kid grow up the way that I did as a child or whatever. To seeing that.
Got to go through this.
Mm-hmm.
Hold did that.
That was a childhood dream.
Go through it.
That was one of them.
I think I was gonna say
What?
something. Your life is like Blood and Blood Out. Is it Blood and Blood Out? Where one of the brothers is like addicted, and then one of the brothers is the cop. That's one, and then that's also Mi Familia.
Is that what happened to Homeboy, the leader, in Blood and Blood Out? So I know Miklo got all hardcore, but is that what happened to the leader guy?
Became a cop, I think.
Homeboy became a cop, the guy who was the leader?
Yeah.
Damn, I think you're right. That's been so long, bro. It's been so long.
Yeah. And then he ended up helping his other brothers.
Remember the other one became like a drug addict? He's an artist. He was an artist. Remember? He was drawing the most depressing shit, doing heroin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. He accidentally killed that kid because the kid tried to put the heroin in his hair or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, remember?
That made me not want to do heroin.
Yeah, remember that kid? Yeah, the mom. Yeah, I think that scene hit a lot of kids when they saw that shit, bro. Growing up, when that kid OD'd. Oh, was that American Me? No, that's American Me. Whoops. Remember in American Me when? Okay, so remember.
Both.
Remember after the Mexicans had butt raped the Italian dude in prison? You know, so then they find out. So then they start giving all the Mexicans, all the LA area, Mexican LA area, bad shots of heroin. And everybody starts ODing. They start pushing it on kids, and then.
That's an American Me?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that shit? Yeah, that's the part. See, that's the scene that gets you, bro. When the little kid OD'd, you know, he OD'd off his brother's shit. You know, he took it. His mom finds him in the bathroom. He goes, you know, it's like, damn. As a kid, you're like.
Was it like a main character? Or it's like a one-off scene.
It was one of the main character's little brothers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was the main guy almost. You know, the pimply face.
Yeah.
I think it was his little brother or something like that. His baby brother or something, or his whatever.
I wouldn't have pimples. He used to have pimples. Now it's like craters and shit. I got that shit a little bit of it going on.
I wouldn't say that's where my life was like. Have you ever seen that movie Homefront? No. With Jason Statham? Well, it was
compare it more to that?
Compare more to that, yeah. There was one scene that kind of describes it very well. And that was, it was James Franco. That's who it was. It was James Franco and Jason Statham starred in this movie. Jason Statham was a retired Marine that came back to a town just to get his daughter and raise her. And the kingpin of a meth lab and whatnot was James Franco.
Damn. He had to take his ass off, huh? Was he bald?
Oh, no. He wasn't. He was just a dealer.
He was all tatted up and everything?
Nah, he was just...
Was he like the same character from Pineapple Express?
But like bad.
No.
His eyes are all dark.
More cleaned up of it, but longer haired James Franco with a beard.
Remember, meth gets you more money.
Mustache. And
but you end up smoking it all, you know? Weed, you're just happy all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why in Pineapple Express, even when shit went wrong, he's like, fuck it, bro. We still got Mary Jane.
Right. Yeah,
I don't know how Homefront was. You know?
No, Homefront actually described it very well. Everything. Where you go, like, guy has a stupid-ass idea.
Sounds like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, dumbass idea. And he's like, no, this is going to work. And you just see how everything he was doing is just collapses.
You know that's how most meth dealers start out? I got an idea.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. But anyways, the one scene in here was James Franco's sister was methed out, like she was just addicted to meth. Like it was, and when I first saw this, it was really hard for me to see because that's how good the acting in the scene was. And spoiler alert to them if people ain't seen it. But it was when James Franco goes up to his sister and tells her she needs to chill out. She needs to, stop her fucking, addiction because he was the one supplying her, but he wanted her to stop.
What?
Yeah.
Say, man.
He was supplying the whole town,
This movie gets seedier and seedier.
But he was supplying her by in hand and shit.
Well, either way,
just to help her because I don't think he first supplied her, but when she got hooked, he wanted to supply her so that way she wouldn't go set somebody else's shit.
About like.
But I get why he did it because it's not good, but I understand because a meth addict without meth, bro, it's fucking hardcore. It's bad. But this scene will hit home, and it hits home with me every time that his sister goes up to him. They're talking. She basically just wants more meth, and he's like, no, you need to stop. And they're having a full-on heart-to-heart with her about having to be a better mother, be here for your kid, get clean, you know, everything that you would tell a meth addict, that everything you just want to tell them so they understand. Like, you go heart to heart full on and you give it everything you got to, and it's emotional as hell to tell somebody that. All for them to just look you dead in the eyes, like, yeah.
You got $5.
So you gonna give me that shit or not? And that right there, people thought, oh, that's just bad. No, that is on point, hardcore of what really happens.
Yeah.
It hit me so to the home. Like, I tried to watch it again with the homie, and he was like looking at me like shocking to me, and I wasn't responding because that scene just hits home. It's such great acting in it that it causes a PTSD with me, with it, you know, because I've had endless conversations like that. It's sad. It breaks your heart. So I would describe my more like that. Not the ending to the whole movie. I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but
It's already a good movie.
it is a good movie. I'm not gonna knock it at all. It's actually one of the few Jason Statham movies that are dramatic that are actually really good.
Who's that? Jason
The
Statham.
ball, you mean Crank?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, ball guy. Not driver.
Crank.
Transporter.
Nah, yeah, but I saw like one of the cranks where he's like, he has to stay his adrenaline high.
Yeah.
So, like, he puts a chick in public.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the second one?
Yeah, no, he does it in both movies. That's
Oh.
yeah, he fucks her in public both times.
That's
Alright.
The
crazy.
second one, he fucked her at a horse race.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And then they had the horse jumping over him, and she was like, "Oh my god, that horse has a giant cock." Yeah.
Alright. What about you, Vino?
I just want to be a DJ. I remember one time when like my cousin turned 15. I was probably like maybe 8, maybe 9, and I saw the DJ and I was like, man, that's fucking awesome. This dude is just playing all these awesome songs and he's making everybody get crunk and all this shit sounds awesome. I said, I want to do that shit. And I pretty much decided right then and there, like one day I want to do that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You also want to help people, make people feel good.
I
You wanna
guess,
help people, you wanna make
you know,
people
as
feel
a
good.
kid, it was like I want to be the guy making this party go. You know what I'm saying? I see everybody, you know, getting all happy and hype, and I'm liking all these songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you know, I want to create that atmosphere too.
You know, vibe and shit.
What about you as a teenager?
Teenager, I wanted to rap.
Yeah,
Rap.
Yeah?
Yeah.
rap
I was
like
a
go work
rapper
at Subway,
guy.
like go work at Subway.
No, I would rap gifts.
Yeah.
Cause rap game. I wanted to be a rapper.
Want to rhyme.
I wanna
Want to make
rhyme.
words rhyme over cool beats.
I want to be a hip hop.
I want to sound cool over beats.
MC.
Yeah, there you go.
MC.
There you go.
Musician.
Mic Crusher.
I want to be a musician. Whether it was make beats, cause I would make beats and shit, or it was
Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fruity Loops, right?
Yeah.
Not Fruity Loops.
Yeah, it's been years.
Yeah, and I loved it, bro. And you know, the shit was.
Experience.
Yeah, it was yeah. It's positive and negative because when I was quote unquote popular in high school, so I was like I had a big head and shit because of the rap shit. Because I was like I would battle people
Yeah, big ego.
and yeah.
Well, you have to be a good rapper.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if you
yeah.
listen to those songs, you know, you gotta
That's what
come
it
hard,
is.
bro. You gotta let
Yeah.
motherfuckers know, like, hey, man, I'm the fucking man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
True. That shit was fun, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what about you, teenager?
The cop thing was still into play, but then I wanted to be a chef. I don't know why. I just
I think you can say football player because you're playing football.
Nah, that wasn't in any sight. Unless I was wanting to be a running back or something, but at that time in my life, I just wasn't in my mindset.
Right.
I really just played football really for my homies. You know, we just had fun playing it.
That's good.
But
What
yeah, it was either being a detective still, a homicide now. I decided which one. I just
So the murders, she started getting darker. The trauma started setting in, and you're like, oh, I want to solve these fucking murders and shit.
and Vice, or really DA or DEA, eventually try to go into that. So, but homicide was something else would be like, you know, if I'm like, towards the end of the career, or whatever. You know,
Right. What's Vice?
I forgot.
Like Miami Vice?
Same thing like that, yeah.
They got Dallas Vice? Or is it just Miami?
I think I'm just really high. But nah, I really meant to say like, you know, the drug enforcement. Drug enforcement agency.
DEA and shit.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And if it was gonna
Damn.
be,
As a teenager, I'd have been like, damn, why you want to do that, bro? You a snitch? Because I was like, I'll smoke this with drugs and shit.
nah, I tell them
But
the
I
truth.
respect it now.
No, I tell them the truth. Why? It wouldn't be
Right. And then I'd be like, oh, yeah, I feel you.
I did have a certain view on it. This was before I smoked it. When I did smoke it, I was like, you know what? I still want to be a cop, but not for weed. Fuck all that. I just want to get the hardcore shit.
I mean, homicides ain't really fucking with weed anyway. Little petty crime.
Nah. If I was a homicide, I wouldn't give a shit about any of that.
The most likely, if you're a detective, you're like, oh shit, this boy left the J.
Mm-hmm.
Or the
Oh,
Rose.
he didn't leave shit. What do you mean?
The murder, the homicide, you smoke it, but you didn't smoke it in that universe.
Nah, because that's a felony. Tampering with evidence.
Oh shit. What about you as a teenager?
So when I got older in my teens, I got with this girl whose dad was a DJ. Like he would go play for 15s and baptisms and just parties in general, like graduations and shit like that, birthday parties. And I saw that it's cool, but at the same time it's kind of not. Some of these people are just lame, you know what I'm saying? Something you got to be up all night playing for some people that want you to play some whack shit sometimes.
Right,
You know what I'm
can't
saying?
just play what you want to
Yeah. So I was like, I guess it's cool, but it's not. And then having to set up, and, tear everything, build everything up, and then tear it down. I'm like, damn, this is work. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I have to have a crew of people, and I got to depend on people. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit because people let you down. I mean, as a young age, I knew that, so I was like, man, if I do something, I do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? Having to carry motherfuckers on my back is not what I wanted to do back in the day. Yeah. And then, so I was like, And then I wanted to go be a bartender. Legit, I wanted to be a bartender. I was gonna go to bartending school and all this and that. But I knew that I had two hindrances. I'm too fucking short and I look like a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? So even though I would have been 21, 22, I always looked fucking young. And I was little. So I looked like a little kid in a bar. You know, I was like, that's not really what I want to, you know.
I can see you, like, look, now.
Now, yeah, because now I got a little more of a grown-up attitude. But back then I was just a young-looking motherfucker. I look gay. I look gay as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I think you look gay because I knew you I knew you in our 20s.
Yeah, but that's because you knew me because you knew I had a girlfriend. But if I just walked into Levine's, you'd be like, look at this gay guy.
Nah.
Chat. And then
look at this heterosexual male.
You know, but there was a good point in my life from like maybe no lie, bro, from like 8th to like maybe 10th, 11th grade. I wanted to be a single dad. Like I ain't even bullshit. I wanted to like
you wanted to
I wanted
somebody pregnant.
And then like fuck it, she probably run let her do her thing. Let her do her thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was probably gonna be some wild bitch I was gonna run into. And you know what? I'll take the kid.
8th grade, you're already thinking that?
Yeah, see, that's why it's weird, right? It's weird.
I mean, it's just.
No, it's weird. But anyhow, those, obviously that didn't happen. Good thing, you know what I'm saying? Right. The guy stuck with a bunch of toxic ass, baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? And fucking Mary Poppins over here.
Because they don't just disappear.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? They probably come back, give me drama, try to steal the kid, it's like, no, bitch.
Money.
Yeah, see, but growing up, you don't know that that's how shit is. Now it's like, yeah, okay, it would have been fucked up if I tried to be a single father. You're like you said, the only way to do is probably to kick the bitch out of the state or kill her, you know what I'm saying?
Or deport her.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So the DJ thing continued, but kind of ended, and then a bartender, and then like I guess a single dad somewhere in between. That was my team. What about later, fool?
So 20s, right?
I guess.
20s. There was a small window of time where I just wanted to be like just a husband. With a little white picket fence.
You wanted to have that happy normal.
Job.
Yeah, I was there, because we grew up with not that life,
Yeah, I mean, it was like had some resemblance of that kind of life, but not really.
But you know what I mean? Obviously,
right,
the real thing, the real thing.
It didn't end up working because the time and the negative energy that had already been put into that relationship, it didn't go anywhere. So even though I'm like trying to do all these things, it's like, no, it's still there. And so the best thing to do is for us to break up and then that energy to go away.
Yeah. Like I had an ex too where I was like, you know what, we done lost too much respect. We done it's just not there no more. Even if we tried to build it up, it would be like, you joke bitch ass. You know what I'm saying?
You see, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that was very small. I still wanted to rap. There was a long period of time I wanted to rap. I still kind of want to rap. But no, I still want to rap. But seeing the reaction I've got, like whereas like my YouTube page has 9 subscribers, but my podcast page has 38.
Yeah, like someone start talking instead of rapping now.
Sometimes, so I wouldn't be upset. Like that might be the future kind of.
Yeah. Like it'll still be my voice, but I don't have to rhyme anymore.
Right.
I feel
it's not a constricted format.
Yeah.
Cause it's tough, bro. It's tough sometimes, and then everybody has. But I mean, I think I was to do it just for fun.
And of course, we know now, basically, fuck the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no point in going anywhere.
Cause there was a time in my early 20s where I was ready to sell my soul.
Man, they would have had you sacrifice your cousin,
They would have had me.
our cousin.
Oh,
Man, can you believe it? You've been on
Probably.
videos, yeah, R.I.P. cousin, Ballin'.
I would be like in Hollywood Hills, but miserable,
Yeah,
depressed.
yeah. You be surrounded.
Empty.
You be surrounded by demons. To be demons inside you. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible, horrible.
So thank God that didn't happen.
That's all none of the podcast. Go on, man.
Was that another? Yeah. I
The
think
perils of fame.
What about your? I should write that down. What about?
But the perils of fame?
You said it's a whole nother podcast, right?
I was just fucking around, but you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we can't talk about something we never had though. It's kind of weird.
Would you really consider this like my early, like what, late?
You want to be a historian now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just say
Well,
what am I doing
He's entering
now?
the second phase of his 20s. He's
Yeah.
gonna be 26 next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You're a baby.
being being the younger one in the group, yeah. The dreams I have now, after spending my early 20s,
Serving Satan.
yeah, we could consider it that.
Nah, he was.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nah, he playing
I'm
football. He was helping.
Nah, I
he was
was-
doing
nah,
If
great.
anyone served Satan, it was you, Chris.
Yeah. Oh shit! I thought you were gonna say yourself. Yeah.
Ah, you were co-sign with the get the fuck
Nah,
out
it
of
was
here.
me. It was me.
kidding.
I'll take it.
Nah, in my early 20s, it was a lot of, I would consider it solving a lot of early issues that I had mentally I had to deal with. And because I started really wanting to be more of a better figure, father figure to my nephew,
Right.
who first came into the world when I was 16. And when Joshua came into the picture, the goals didn't change. At that point, looking at it, it did change because I wanted to be more of a fatherly figure to him than anything else. So I wanted to spend more time with him, show him.
Hey, Joshua's not his kid. Joshua's one of the kids he inherited. You gotta say, you gotta put that out there.
I said my nephew.
My seed hasn't been sprouted yet.
Yeah. And as I started to grow, I knew I had a lot of demons within myself. I lost my cousins early on. I lost both of them in back-to-back years when I was like 20 and 19.
They were close.
Oh yeah, we were close.
You had to grow fast, bro.
And it was also a time where me and him didn't, where my oldest cousin Ryan didn't speak for a little while. And we were able to make amends before he passed away, which I'm thankful for. And yeah, you can say I grew up fast. I had to, in a sense. And
You were the youngest brother, but you had to act like the oldest, right?
yeah, I had to.
You had to grow up faster.
Mhm.
Because they want to
But,
grow up.
originally, I was gonna go to college or whatever, but I decided to stay home.
Where were you
And
going to go to college from?
I was
Yeah, I was
going
going
to
to go to
college for
college.
criminal justice. I still wanted to be an investigator of some sort.
Criminal, is that a lawyer? Oh,
Criminal
that's a
justice.
detective?
Yeah, I really wanted to be more of a
CI,
yeah,
CI.
yeah,
okay.
criminal investigator.
Oh, dope.
But I wanted to spend more time with Joshua and be here for him more. So I tried to go to college. That really didn't work out. That was a failure in and of itself. Spent a few years just smoking weed and doing that, and not really having.
This fool makes it sound he makes it sound he stopped smoking weed. I went through a period where I just smoked.
No, I still do. But
But that's all he was doing, is what he's saying.
man,
There's a period of time where all he was doing was smoking weed and not, were you not like trying to.
Back then he was running from his problems. Now he's running to get in shape.
yeah. Ron, it was like
6 Ks and shit.
right when I met this fool, when things started to kind of turn.
Yeah, Chris, when he met you,
Yeah.
Nah, he was talking about you.
exactly you gotta specify.
I was,
I know.
right when I met Vino is when things started to change.
Just a phone call on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah, things started to kind of turn up, and look forward more. And
Shout out to
when I was
Vino.
21,
As
Me
they
too.
do when I show up on the scene.
Me too. When I came into the
fold.
present into the fold,
The
yeah.
fold, so under my wing, so to speak.
Yeah. I got some more positives.
That's right. Shit started looking up because we fly
Yeah.
high.
No lie.
and
We ball. Alright,
I was like 21 when that happened, when we first met. And
Damn, 21, bro.
since then, the dreams and goals
Same
didn't
here.
really change in a sense. They really more evolved in something more where I wanted to be involved with. Because I knew I didn't want to stop smoking weed, so I couldn't be a cop. But I didn't want to go to college just for criminal justice. Now I want to go for being a historian. It's a better pathway for me, I feel. But he helped me really look at I could be more of a historian and investigation and still investigate history while doing that. And that's kind of what my new dream is to be able to be a historian, but also investigate it as well, and to see what's hidden in the history, what's not being told to us in the right way, what's being fabricated to make things look a different way and make you believe it's a certain way, where I try to tell you, no, this is what they're trying to show you, this is the reality of it, you take it as you want.
Yeah.
But also being a better father figure to my nephew Joshua and to his two brothers, who I also
Who are also his nephews.
Yeah. Joel and Noah. And
What about your niece? What about her?
and Marianne as well. She
Yeah.
came into the fold like about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
When did we start kicking it?
Only you know.
Huh?
Only you know. When did your life begin?
That's cool.
When was your rebirth?
Yeah.
You became
I
a Phoenix?
don't really think. It was.
2017.
Was it what apartment? What apartment did you first go to? The most recent one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that had. It wasn't.
That was 2016.
I got married in 2016. I was living at the other apartment, so that might have been 2017
Yeah,
that you came over. Okay.
Um,
So we're at year 4.
Well, next year we gotta do something.
Cause it was summer, cause you were probably off. Yeah, cause I remember when you went after you came by. I said, bro, if you had come by when summer started, we could have had something going.
Oh yeah, because then when we started the Odd Pod, like last year, wasn't it?
It was a year ago.
Yeah, when was the first Odd Pod uploaded? You can find out right now.
Yeah, you can check. But I'm pretty sure it was
Oh, yeah.
July. It was like in the summer. It was in the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh yeah, so is that your
Oh no, I mean.
Well, I wanted to say.
That's.
Go ahead.
Well, no, go ahead.
No, I was
What
just
were
gonna
you
say like as I got older, because are we gonna talk about our older, because it simplifies, right?
Well, now he's doing right. Isn't he wrapping that up? Because what his aspirations are now.
And
in
then
his
we're gonna do
20s.
our.
Yeah, I was just kind of give you a quick synopsis.
You already did yours. You said you still want to be a rapper, and be a podcaster.
That was my 20s. But
That's now.
Okay, well.
But no, that's what I'm saying. I'm just getting into it. I'm just
We'll talk about 30s though.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, remember, I'm the young buck in this whole.
So he should have less to say. We've had more life to live.
But
I just want to say.
I was just giving you what? Wait. Wait.
That like you folk, like as you get older, the main dream becomes the child, right? You're whether it's kids that you seeded or kids that you didn't seed. It's like, all right, well, ultimately, I gotta be a good example, because when I go, he's just gonna be here by himself, and they're gonna be there by themselves without you.
And that's the reason
So you
why
gotta
he.
do your
That's the
best.
reason why he hasn't left. Or probably won't leave for a while because of that.
You have to make the, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. I was just giving you a quick synopsis of why things a little changed, but also, where my life is leading to, where I want it to lead to. Is the ultimate goal now is I want to live life by going around the world and exploring it, and taking them with me, and letting them explore with me as well. Like, as I ultimately want to go to either Greece, Egypt, or some of those islands around there, and talking to different people, and want to, as the ultimate goal, to have a book written where I have told I've heard, listened to, and now I've written the different stories of the different people around the world. And I want to be able to tell their story, because this is just one random person who probably won't, like for me, some people won't listen to what I have to say. So why not give that voice to somebody else to be able to express how they live, the common person around the world that I want to be able to be. It could be a taxi driver, it could be a restaurant owner, it could be a waitress, it could be anybody.
Madam.
It could be anybody, I don't care.
Prostitute.
The fuck? What the hell's that?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like in what's that place?
But no, but anyways, the ultimate goal for me is just living a great life and reading it and telling the history of everything, and that's what I want to be. Ultimate historian, get my degree in it, and go from there from it. So, we'll talk about whatever my life goals are going to be in another podcast. So
Yeah, it's kind of a different topic, right? Life goals, I guess. I don't know. That's what's up. What are we at? You know?
29.
48.
We gotta get the Vino. I'm talking too that much.
I guess now, ever since I got, everything switched up. I don't want to go to the, see, you realize all a lot of shit was just, I wanted to be a heathen. I wanted to go be working a bartender. I wanted to go be a DJ. I wanted to go do all this shit that like involved me.
Bitches.
Yeah, involved me being out there where I think I'd be most susceptible to all that. All that shit we're not about. You know, I'm not gonna get all preachy, right? But this is the shit we're not about. You know what I mean? And
we're on a different vibrational frequency.
why put myself amongst that stuff if I don't want to partake in that shit?
That's,
you know
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
I think you did it. That's why these things didn't
Yeah,
happen
yeah,
because
yeah.
you were supposed to.
So now I still want to be a DJ, but because of how podcasting is, I want to do it like that. I'd like to just make a bunch of mixes and put them out. Hopefully, you know, have people I know, oh, shit go hard. I'll pass it on. That's it. I just want to make music. I want to make mixes and shit like that. But because of how I got into history in the past year or two, whatever, like legit, you know, history, like ancient, you know, whatever, American history, shit like that. Like I really like writing the notes. You know what I'm saying? I like taking on. I've got a whole thing, like a journal full of all the. When I do a lecture, I would take notes on it. At least I started to. I should probably go back and do some of the first ones.
It's way better than typing, man.
Yeah, and I feel like I like teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like usually after I learn something or after I write it, you know what I'm saying? I'll go and tell someone about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm teaching it. You don't know something until you can teach it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I've realized. And also, when one teaches, two people learn. You know what I'm saying? It's not just you I'm telling, but I'm also helping myself. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly.
So you gotta
keep sharp. Keep sharp. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't read.
So I guess now, like, still being DJ is a thing, but I guess being a teacher, you know what I'm saying? Being a teacher, you know what I'm saying?
They make me think stuff, because, like, I think my shit might be, like, I guess I could be like that on the podcast, like, I'm kind of teacher, too. But I think, like, it's almost like the universe is just, was teaching us all these things going into this so that we could, because we're all kind of teachers, right? Already.
Yeah, you got kids.
We're all.
You literally are a teacher. Also, your profession is a teacher.
Yeah, you are. Geez.
But I be, you know, having to teach you, and it's weird how like we can have all these goals and dreams, but at some point, like the universe kind of guides you with like, yeah, you might want to do that, but it's not meant for you.
I would also like to run like either one or two things. I'd like to run either an apartment complex or a hotel. But see, the thing is, at this hotel or apartment complex, I would have family members of me and my wife's living there. You know what I'm saying? Having their own spots, you're there, you know, giving hopefully cheaper rent. You know what I'm saying? But basically, to have something where I can help out my people. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about, oh, I want to own something so I can do whatever the fuck I want and be balling.
Right,
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'd be living in the littlest apartment in the fucking place.
You know, we have the potential to do that, and it just takes time, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and work, but.
Also, I'd like to be in charge of a marijuana farm in Colorado. That's my end dream, bro. My end dream is to have a nice little spot somewhere, and I even know where in Colorado. It's Canyon City. I love that place so much. It's got the best bookstore I've ever been to, man. It's trippy. You know what I'm saying? The place is nice. You know what I'm saying? The mountains are right.
Like books from like witches and wizards and shit.
It was cool when you walked in there. When you walk in this bookstore, you legit think you saw a little witch and a little helper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how. And the little person who was helping everybody, she was just giggling the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Real talk, bro. I spent my wife and I spent $140 at that bookstore. I didn't regret a single one. I still know what books I got from that bookstore. It's the memory. You know what I'm saying? It's the memory. But yeah, in Canyon City, Colorado, I'd like to have hopefully a nice little not even something, just something personal, you know, to where I could just, you know, maybe smoke weed for free, help out my people, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, put some people on, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you want to help me cultivate this marijuana? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that
I
would like to make a business.
And that might lead to cultivating real like food, potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Some vegetables, you know what I'm saying? And now you start something else now, you know what I'm saying? Now you really help out not just your people, but the people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so I guess the goal is to like hopefully be part of something and help people out. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, we gotta start a revolution.
I don't know about all that.
I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
Revolution of the mind. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because even when I was young, the ultimate end game, like end dream of mine would always want to be, I want to own my own tequila farm. Either here or in Mexico. I just want to have a tequila plantation. Or agave
I don't like
plantation.
tequila. I like whiskey.
I wouldn't care. I would want
I stopped being picky years ago when I started drinking like that.
Well, I have
I
trauma.
would.
I can't drink like certain.
You know what
liquors.
my trauma was from when I was drinking was vodka. Because vodka,
Yeah, I can't drink vodka.
vodka
no
would
more,
sneak
no.
up on me. Yeah, it would sneak up on me. But tequila and whiskey, bro, like water. I could take whiskey like
Yeah,
that.
whiskey is good because I didn't have whiskey when I was younger. I
Bro.
just drank shit. I drank cheap vodka. And
There was a
Probably some
time.
good
I was
vodka.
drinking good shit. Yeah, I was going to the beverage depot in that hood ass spot, getting the $15, $10
I don't know
bottles.
which
You
one
know
you're
what I'm
talking
saying?
about.
You know, that was back before
I
that.
made 40
That was back
sometimes.
before all these liquor spots popped up in Rowlett and everywhere. You know, you could only before Specs popped up in Dallas. You really had to go to the
Right.
hood spots to go to a
Right.
liquor store. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're right. Man, my preferred drink is always gonna be whiskey, but I love my tequila though.
Me too.
Love my tequila.
One of my favorite memories is us at that mansion and me discovering whiskey. And then, yeah.
That was not good. That was a good time. You recorded that shit, right? That was one time you
Oh, yeah,
recorded
we
the
did.
podcast.
It was the mansion.
At the
like,
mansion episode.
Mansion,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Good time.
Canon. It's canon. That's part of canon now. That
Yeah.
event is now part of the Odd Squad, Odd Pod canon.
Yes.
It's also the podcast canon because you recorded a podcast at
Yes.
the mansion too.
Yes, I did.
All right, you want to wrap this one up? 35, going on 36. I think we pretty much hit it. We hit
Yeah.
childhood dreams, teenage dreams, and now your dreams is where you're at now, as in
Yeah.
aspirations.
For sure.
We could do another episode on legit dreams, but I don't remember them.
Or goals, I guess.
Oh, like dream. Like, well, my goal is to write down my dreams.
Oh, I have a way to help you out. Here, end this episode right now.
All right. Love y'all. Peace.